Okay, I think we also might get goals in the northeast. That's where Rob is heading before we preview Newcastle against Manchester City. Let's hear from Pep Guardiola, who's been delighted to have Kevin De Bruyne back training again.
Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne has been back, made a playing return in the Huddersfield game, obviously coming off the bench. He says doesn't feel like he's going to be starting too many games in the near future as he gets his fitness back. I mean, I know you said after that game it's about training, but is he in a position to start this weekend, do you think?
Yeah.
And do you have any reservations at all, given the fact of the nature of the injury and throwing him in from the start?
I feel really, what I see yesterday, I feel really good, dynamic, and the minutes he played was really, really good. Better than the training sessions before the Huddersfield game. Like, it was a little bit not in what he is, but it's normal when you come from for the long injury you have. It was 5 months. I thought it was 3, but it was 5. It was a little bit up and lows in the training sessions, in the recoveries and so on. So this is completely normal. But the important is getting better. Now we have a game. After we have a few days off, he will train a little bit. And after we go all together with the good weather condition to make 4 or 5 training sessions in Abu Dhabi. And that will help to be better for the next games next month.
Now, of course, we're going to talk about Kevin De Bruyne in depth. However, I'm old enough to remember interviewing managers in sheds, and they might be having a sly cigar or something. Now we're getting movable graphics with adverts behind managers. Rob, what's happening?
It's the way of the world these days. City are a cutting edge club. That's what you get these days.
Okay, what's happening at St James's Park? You're headed there. What are you expecting? Goals like at Old Trafford, or something a little bit different in this one?
I'm expecting goals from City, and I'm expecting City to win relatively comfortably. I think we've just spoken there about Ten Hag and United, and momentum in seasons and things, and different and critical periods. It just feels at the moment like the momentum in the title race is shifting all the way back to City again. They've got Kevin De Bruyne back. Erling Haaland will be back soon. They're going to go away to Abu Dhabi to have a nice warm weather training camp in their winter break. On the flip side, you've got Arsenal who are struggling for form. You've got Newcastle who are struggling for form. Liverpool have lost Mo Salah to the African Cup of Nations and have lost Trent Alexander-Arnold to injury. Everything right now, and I appreciate we're sat here in January, everything right now seems to point to City winning another title. And you can tell by the way that Pep Guardiola is answering those questions that he's starting to feel that confidence again. There was a period a couple of weeks back where he was sort of moaning about his team a little bit and the results weren't going his way and different things. That's all gone. You can feel, or you can see Pep Guardiola starting to feel like his team are champions again. And we've been here so many times before. It just feels like Groundhog Day. It feels like the momentum has completely shifted back to City. And I think you're going to see that at St James's Park tomorrow. And I think City are going to win a massive away game relatively comfortably.
LME, would you rather be Liverpool 5 points clear of City, or City with a game in hand, 5 points behind, but with the knowledge they've been there before, as Rob was saying, they've done it from this position before? Which position would you rather be in with the squad that they have right now?
Man City, because just like Rob said, football, just like comedy and is all about timing, and everything right now is being timed for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne being back is massive. I cannot understate enough. And Rob wrote it beautifully in his piece, because it's good news for City. It's terrible news for everybody else. Liverpool, of course, they're ahead and it's looking good, and they did well. But Trent Alexander-Arnold's injury is a big thing. Mohamed Salah, if Egypt go far in Africa Cup of Nations, that's a 6-week absence. Like he accounts for 50% of their goals. I don't care how good Darwin Núñez is playing or Luis Diaz. Like he's a very big player here. So Manchester City, who, by the way, since that loss to Aston Villa, have not lost a game. The Club World Cup, I think, was a really great, I don't want to say vacation. I don't want to, disregard, the other teams, but it was a great opportunity for everybody to come together away from England, away from the Premier League media, and just sort of, reunite. And just like Rob said, Guardiola looks very calm. De Bruyne is back. Haaland is not back, but he should be back very soon. And everything is coming together. So yes, Liverpool right now lead and they've been formidable, but those absences are very, very big. And just like when those players are missing, and Arsenal are not doing well right now as well, and they've got their own issues as well, Man City are the ones that are bringing everybody back. So you have to be almost, if not perfect, to win this Premier League title over Manchester City. And I just don't see it once again. So Man City and Pep Guardiola are looking very happy right now.
Score prediction, LME, for this one.
3-0 Manchester City.
Okay, Rob.
3-1, but very comfortable.
To City. I don't want you coming back next week with a shock Newcastle win and say, I told you so, and you should have captained John McGinn.
You just wait. Super John McGinn. Get me on next.
Super John McGinn, Rob Dawson.
Right. Rob, thank you. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Safe travels up and back. And remember, Rob's written a piece on Kevin De Bruyne for ESPN about his impact. And rather than get him to explain it, you can read all about it at espn.co.uk or espn.com.